Hello and welcome to a very calm Crusader Kings. It's Friendly Friday. Friendly Friday isn't a time about rules, it's a time about new goals. The goal being ever increasing amount of friendliness as we get further into the game. At the moment, my tools for being friendly are to take measures to limit the amount of wars I need to do by using the tools at my disposal to keep my family smaller. Since I'm Orthodox, that includes monasticism. Because I'm sinful, I have very little piety. So, some way around that will be, need to find some way around that, just in case. I also waited until I was a bit older to start having children. I've also married a female vassal, which will mean that my children will have more land. So, all in all, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Now she really wants me to give her her duchy. The only problem with doing that is I don't really want to lose my spy master and my steward right now, so I think I won't. When we look at threats to me right now, a rather significant one is that I don't have any children yet. Of course, my sister is matrilineally married, so that's good. Just in case I suddenly die. Ah, and someone is plotting to kill me. Switch to disrupt schemes. Let's see how that's going. Oh, and I have a pretty good success chance, too. Betcha it's one of these guys. I betcha it's this guy. My income has suddenly shot up. Why is that? Oh, it's because I switched from being my liege's marshal to being his steward. That's why. Ah, okay. We're throwing this guy in jail. Right away. He's a known criminal. I do not mind. I mean, I do mind. And I'm pretty sure he's trying to murder me. So, I know that's going to fail. So, let's just start getting my army right now. And, don't have many good options for a steward right now. Let's see if I have anyone get married in my court. I do not. Guess for the time being, even though he'd be a better chancellor, see. Who are my options here? Got no one is particularly good. Okay, we'll just reassign him to it. And you could be my chancellor, because you're very good at that. There. Ah, I'm currently king of Zaporizhia, so that's cool. I looked up the pronunciation. I think I'm doing pretty good. Good with that. It's now the name of a city in Ukraine. The success chance dropped down as soon as this guy wasn't a member of my council and is at war with me. Ha! It was my steward. Wait, no, this guy's newly my steward. He wasn't my steward before. What land does he have? Parakop. Oh, hey, that's great. I want to take this place away from him now that he has, now that he has feudalized it for me. So that is great news. What? He tried to kill me, but it's still an act of tyranny to take it away from him? Well, I'm still gonna do it. I wonder if I can recruit him. Good. I want to recruit him. Because I want to control this guy's marriage. Look at that. Wow. This guy's gonna get land some. And she'd be good to get married to someone of my dynasty. Perhaps. You. Or you. Now that I've recruited him, and he was my steward. Oh, wait, did he accept already? No, I need to wait for him to accept. He's not very good at that stuff. Remove his guardian there. Oh no. He's not staying with his dad. I can't offer him. Huh. They're all unlanded. That's really too bad. Darn, we just lost some great members of the gene pool. Some truly exceptional ones. You are, you can be my steward again. We are going to teach your child to be Greek and Orthodox. We can't. Okay, we cannot. We need to pick one. Okay. We'll convert his culture then. You know what? I'll educate him myself. No, that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. Oh no. My wife has farted so loudly. I can save her from this embarrassment. It was me. I farted. She has recessive genius genes from her father. Wonder if we can get a good marriage between her and someone else with recessive genius genes. There doesn't appear to be anybody in my court with them. Well, no boys anyway. Okay, so that won't work. Oh, my mother died of old age. That's sad. But at least she lived a good long life. So what kind of stuff should I build here? I think I want to start with just what generates the most money for the least amount of cost, which looks like wetland farms. They're pretty darn cheap. And in the end, I'll want to follow the same kind of model I did here, with mostly financial buildings, but military camps as well. There. And then we can't trust these cities to build the stuff that's best for them. So they can also get to work on a wetland farm. And I'll build the first level of buildings for them. So I really have multiple problems facing me right now. I don't have particularly great counselors. See, it might look like they have high scores, which they do. My spy master is quite good. Looks like he's gonna die though. This counselor's religion and culture are both a problem because his culture, yay, I'm now the head of the Allen culture, so I can pick what we're gonna work on. I'm not interested. That's the Pomeranian culture. Here we go, the Allen culture. Oh, we could finish up onagers. I already have built my onagers. I don't need them personally, so we can wait on that. Let's see. So we are far away from entering the early medieval era. So crop rotation would be good. Casus Belli would be good. I would actually like that one quite a bit, because I can use that instead of piety to expand within Zaporizhia. But it won't be done anytime soon, so it won't help me with that problem now. By the time I'm done using it, I don't think it would. By the time I have it, I don't think it would be very useful to. Most likely. Public works would be good. Don't feel the need to specifically unlock Gavelkind. City planning is good. And if he converts Edessa from Pecheneg to Allen, it would be nice to put another building here. Whether that is a castle or a city, I do not know. You know what? I'm not thinking about this the right way. It's Friendly Friday. What of these will allow me to be the most friendly? In which case, which means, which one of these will best reduce my burden, how much I am forced to expand? And that would be being able to go really tall in a single county. The closest of which is Kiev. This is a huge, amazing county. It's only one place away. I could take it right now, but what would I do with it? So let's start making the preparations for moving everything into Kiev. We'll have a city, two places, we'll have a city, and then fill up everything that's left with castles. Won't that be nice? Then I'll have 4 places, which I think is I'll have four places I can hold all in a single county, so that I can set up. So my first son will always have a really strong place to inherit. My second son can inherit whatever I've conquered, and every son after that can be a monk. Okay, so if that's going to be our next goal, the next way to live a friendlier, more peaceful life will be to conquer Kiev, kind of funny, and develop it as fully as possible until it's even better than this place down here. Well, the preparation for that will require mods, specifically. Why mods? Because the way that I'll want to do it is that I'm not going to want to conquer this, hold on to it, and pay to upgrade it to a tribe. From tribe to settlement, and then build. And then build my two holdings. I'm going to want to give it to my son when it's still a tribe, and he can adopt feudalism when the time is right. And then I'll upgrade everything, convert the culture, etc. And that means I won't need city planning. The fastest way for me to do that would be to go to Mott's first. So. Okay, good. We're almost done converting everyone to Orthodox here. What if there's a way for me to get a marriage to one of these two? That would be very advantageous. Once I can afford it, I'm going to go on a pilgrimage. Let us see how much that will cost. Minimum cost is 130, but we're not going to do it the small way. Want to go on a very long pilgrimage? Vatican would be fine, 162. Alexandria, Antioch. Okay. Or Alexandria. Okay, we're looking to get 162 gold. I'll definitely be able to get that soon. Oh, my spy master died. I have few options who I would consider loyal and trustworthy. Well, this is terrible. That happened very suddenly. I had so much to live for. I was murdered by an unknown assailant. I died under mysterious circumstances. A man not to be trifled with, he embodied the dignity and power of his title, like few rulers can. Despotista Pelagia ascends to the throne, a gentle and compassionate soul. The vassals will surely thrive under her reign. Okay, well, this is a significant wrench in my plans. It is, however, a very natural hazard of having small families and waiting to get married. So, this is a fun challenge, and I'll get to run with it. So, let us continue as Despotisa Pelagia. Now let's see just what's going on here. Okay, so, nice, I can do this. But I might want duty focus for the time being to make sure I don't get immediately murdered. That would be helpful. I'm not sure which one of those I want, but it's nice that I'll be able to... But it's nice to have a stewardship focus at this exact moment. I also have a good amount of prestige, which is good because I want to immediately convert to the local culture. There. My children are all Alan. My husband is not. Diplomacy focus, huh? Okay, we want to get my son a better teacher. And we want to change him to learning. And if we go with my patriarch, that'll make him like me more, which will be useful. Not that useful. I don't think he doesn't have any income to pay me. But at the very least it'll help reduce murders. And he's good at it as well. So, educate child. Highest possible learning is my patriarch, who will presumably be able to live a long time from his temperate lifestyle and his knowledge of medicine. So that is good. There. We want him to have a learning focus, because we are the culture heads now. Learning focus is very important. What are the odds that she'll accept this marriage? Probably quite low. Yeah, she will not accept it. So that is really too bad. We were lined up to be married to a genius. We made our choices about the bloodline here based on that opportunity. But we're not going to get consumed with worries about the sunk cost there. We will just continue to befriend and set up geniuses in our courts. She at least has a positive genetic trait. And let's see. One parent is comely, the other parent is beautiful, so there's beauty in her past. So let's set that up. Good. Why is he mad? Doesn't like my predecessor. Okay. Also, because I'm holding on to this duchy, which I can give away in the future. She'll remarry, she'll have children. And it'll keep the genius genes alive there. So that's good. I don't have anyone who can help her with that, unfortunately. We are going to take duty focus because I am worried about getting murdered again, especially with my 0 intrigue. She can finish converting this county to Allen, but then she's going to just collect taxes for a little bit. Get me a good chunk of extra money. We'll work our way down the architect. The avaricious path lines up really well with playing aggressively. And I don't think I have enough feudal vassals to really benefit that much from the administrator path. There. I have to educate this child myself. He also needs to get a learning education, so I have a chance of turning him into a monk, even though he is rowdy. And as for my daughter, it was her teacher. Not amazing. There. And we'll convert her back to Greek. I'm quite happy with spreading the Byzantine culture group. I don't necessarily want to spread the Allen culture. Not particularly actively anyway, but I'm not opposed to it either. Okay, and now, my king. I must be your steward. There. And now that we're going to have her marry my son, I will both need to make sure that she inherits this place. What is this? Oh, a Liberty faction. How unruly. But it hasn't calculated my actual strength yet. Good, I am the head of Allen culture. Our plan for Kiev hasn't changed. And good, we have a betrothal arranged here. I don't have many very good educators here available for her. Oh, I'm only looking at Greek educators. I'm generally... Oh, she's Catholic. That's something that we will want to change. Let's take a look in my court. Looks like I'm going to have to give in to the Liberty faction. Okay. Well, she's an exceptional teacher, and she'll be a good replacement if my priest dies and my son needs a new teacher. In fact, I might want to select her for that right away. So, there. And then he might accept her, that teacher, for his sister. He might prefer someone with very high diplomacy or intrigue. Let's go with intrigue, because if I want to, I can give her a job as my spy master. She'll be slightly better at it. Okay, and we're going to... Well, I don't know if I want to change my son's teacher or not. What was she particularly good at again? She had 20 learning. Where is she? Here she is. She's compassionate, arrogant, and craven. She's also an herbalist and a wise woman, so those are good things. With those two traits, she might also secretly be a witch. And if I get her, she might teach my son how to be a witch. So that would be neat. So. There. Let's see if I can give him this duchy. Oh, I have 3 duchies. If I give him this duchy, will I lose her as a vassal? I don't want that to happen. It looks like I won't, but he'll be mad at me for wanting her as a vassal, I think. Although her capital's in my duchy. I guess I'm okay with finding out what exactly how this affects opinion penalties. There. Let's see. Yeah, he still wants those 2 places. But he also hates me a lot less, so that's good. And maybe he'll let me convert her faith now? Or convert her culture? Not quite. Okay. Well, he still hates me less. That's nice. Good. And if they're going to be betrothed, of learning education. Might not be what her personality is best suited for, but between the 2 of them, they will be exceptional. An exceptional scholarly family. Wonderful. Members of my family are becoming known for their incredible beauty. Happy about that. Oh, they have a child who... And let's just... Oh, neither of these 2 have good genetic traits. Why'd I give them land? Well, my prince, here, you can have this duchy, and hopefully that makes you happy. I have very little benefit from controlling it. So, there you are. And they're still unhappy enough that I will end up needing to give in to this Liberty faction. It's like, unless that made him happy enough to leave. Okay, so let's take a look at my succession. I'm educating this fellow myself. I have to give him virtues and generally make him humble in spite of his education, so that he will want to be a monk. My son is also getting a learning education, my heir, from someone who's very good at providing it, as is his future wife, who, although she is only... We'll take a look at that war in a second. So she is only homely, but her mother's beautiful. So we're continuing to improve our gene pool. That's nice. This vassal. Why'd she... Ah. That's kind of threatening. But there's an alliance now between my two most powerful vassals. But it'll also result in bringing together someone who has beautiful genetics in their past, and someone who is a genius in their past. And that's okay. That's good. And they're of my dynasty, so they're going to have levels of blood. So we might end up with genius beauties being born from them, which is not very helpful to me at the moment, since they are still related to me. But in a couple generations, when we're distant cousins, it might work out quite nicely for me to have other members of my family who have married geniuses this early. So do I have any claims? I do. The Duchy of Opsikion, County of Burgess, the County of Nicaea, Phrygia, Prusa. Alright, I'm going to want to use those this lifetime. I have a fairly high domain score, and it's just going to get bigger. So we want to make use of that, get nice and rich. I think one thing I want to do immediately is destroy this regiment. I'm not sure that's a good idea. I don't want to upgrade that regiment in any case. But as the Allen culture, I already have mustering grounds. And I became a king, so I actually have a lot of men-at-arms available here. What I want to do is focus on horse archers, but I really can't afford to have a huge number of horse archers. Yeah, they're very expensive. They're more expensive than armored footmen, which are the most expensive ones available at my current technological level that isn't a special regional and cultural unit. So I guess to be able to afford it, what I really should do is, while also making use of my current advantages, is to have bowmen, which are quite a bit cheaper. Mostly just have bowmen and onagers. I can't get more onagers right now, though. My culture doesn't know how. Okay, so it would mostly be bowmen and light footmen, because they're very cheap, and just have one stack of horse archers that I increase it in size as I am able to afford it. And I can simply... And then, if on inheritance I'm unable to afford my big stack of soldiers, the ones to start getting rid of would be the cheaper ones. The light footmen first, then archers. Keep the elite units. So that's my plan for developing my army further. Which I need to do. It's difficult to keep my vassals in. We're gonna offer this young man an education as well. Because I want him to come to my court, where in turn I kind of want to arrange for his death. I want my son's future wife. Oh no. That was a mistake. Wrong son. There. There. Good, he'll still accept this. I want her to be in a good position to inherit land, so we'll just make a point of murdering the competition. Maybe not just yet. We'll wait until I'm rich and able to party. Give him a diplomacy education, because I don't want him to be good at resisting assassination attempts. Okay. Well, this game has been exciting. Some serious upsets in our plans. And I must say, I'm not disappointed. Sure, things didn't go according to plan, but they went. They were still fun. Let's just make sure he accepts that betrothal. There we go. Okay. So thank you all for watching. My name is Mindmoose, and have a good night.